Leviticus chapter 19, God's command says, love your neighbor as yourself. And certainly Jesus frequently taught about loving others. Taught his disciples, you got to love others. On the Sermon on the Mount, much of the Sermon on the Mount dealt with the idea of loving others, even our enemies. But think about the context here in John chapter 13. Jesus just finished washing the feet of his disciples. A task only for the lowest of servants. You know, they didn't have cars. You know, they walked everywhere, and so their feet were dirty, and oftentimes when they would arrive somewhere, the master of the house would have one of the servants wash their guests' feet. We kind of do the similar thing. Sometimes when we go into people's house, we take off our shoes because, you know, we don't want to bring whatever is on our shoe into their house. So we kind of do something like that, but we don't humble ourselves and just start washing each other's feet. But yet Jesus, who was the Lord, Jesus who was their master, Jesus who was their rabbi, Jesus who was their teacher, humbled himself and washed their feet.